Special Agent John Delatorre is in Manhattan. He's on an urgent call. 2 animals have been reported abandoned in a downtown apartment. One of the animals is feared dead, so it's vital Delatorre finds the remaining live animal fast. But first, he needs to discover where they are.
It doesn't smell like anything. It's like somebody was, playing with the door. Knock on the door, so maybe they know what's going on.
Delatorre climbs onto the fire escape.
There's a lot of animal feces on the floor. It's not in totally bad shape, the apartment. I can't really make out what that thing is in the corner.
He thinks he may have spotted one of the animals, but he's not sure. He takes a closer look.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. By the chair, with the legs of the chair. Looks like a dog's head, like a black dog. Oh, shoot.
Delatorre's worst fears are confirmed.
The dog is already dead.
Delatorre now needs to find out if there's another animal in the apartment. He's determined to get inside.
If there's another live animal in there, we definitely have to get it out. We can't, we can't leave the live animal in there. But, with the dead dog, unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. The only thing we can do is remove it. And the hard part now is trying to track down, the person that used to live here.
The manager of the apartment complex arrives to let Delatorre in.
So you haven't seen her, right, this lady?
Yeah.
For how long, at least?
Yeah, for the last 15 days.
At least 15 days.
15 days, yes.
You guys have any other information about her?
No, we don't have any information on her.
Just her name, right? Nothing, no date of birth, anything?
Anything.
Delatorre is frustrated. With such little information on the owner, he knows it's going to be difficult tracking her down.
Excellent.
He finally enters the apartment and spots a cat. It has somehow miraculously managed to survive. It's important he acts fast. At this stage, he has no idea how the dog died. His priority is now to get the cat some medical treatment. But he has to catch her first.
Don't run. I got her. Hey, you're a good kitty. I'm holding her by the neck so she doesn't fidget. She's okay. She's skinny. She's really skinny. I didn't think I would catch her that easy.
Delatorre has to try and figure out what may have happened.
Let me see. Let me put her in the car. I don't know if there's any running water or anything like that. But the bathroom was open. The bathroom door was open, so I think, the animals could have been drinking out of the toilet, which is, which would help, help them. But for the dog, I guess, the dog doesn't know where the water was. But it has to have been, a long time. It doesn't take overnight or something like that. I got you. It's okay, I won't hurt you. I got you. Good kitty. Yeah.
Delatorre goes back upstairs to remove the dog. This is the difficult part of the job.
Oh, this poor dog, man. It's terrible.
Delatorre may have arrived too late for the dog, but he's determined to give the cat a fighting chance. He heads for the Berg Memorial Animal Hospital. The cat is examined by Dr. Maren Krafchick.
Where did you guys find her?
She was in an apartment, abandoned, with a dead dog. You got her?
Yeah. She seems like she's nice.
Yeah, she's a nice kitty. She didn't give me a hard time at all.
She's pretty young.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's not a old cat. She looks like a kitten still.
Yeah. I mean, I can feel her spinal processes easily and her ribs easily.
She's skinny, definitely.
And I don't hear a murmur or anything like that. Her heart sounds good, and her heart rate is normal. It's a little bit high, but she's probably just stressed.
She's been through a tough ordeal, but managed to survive against the odds.
It's possible that there were rodents or something in the apartment that the kitty was eating. You know, they'll eat bugs and rodents and things like that for protein, so it's possible. But that's why she's not as emaciated as the dog. It's hard to say.
Delatorre seems to have bonded with the cat.
You're a nice little cat. This is the best behaved cat I've ever, like, you know, taken out of a place before. Just being really sweet. Oh, poor kid. You'll eat tonight, baby?
All right, let's get a temperature on her, too.
Sure.
Even as a hardened ASPCA agent of 5 years, Delatorre is still left shocked.
You know what? Sometimes you do get used to it already, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't make it any easier. You still think about, you know, like how come it has to happen like that. You know, it's I don't know. It's like it's the question that we try to answer every day. You know, when we go to work and get into situations like this. But you know what? You kind of just put your feelings aside for now and just put in your mind that you have a job to do and you have a life to save. So that's what you have to do.
The cat is named Tulip by staff and taken into the hospital's intensive care unit. Dr. Krafchick turns her attention to the dog. Delatorre finds it hard to understand how some people treat their pets.
If this person was in a right state of mind, and she knowingly left these animals there and with no intentions of coming back, then yeah, I mean, that's cruelty right there. I mean, that's abandonment and cruelty. To me, it can't be any more cruel than that.
With Tulip safe and secure and eating for the first time in weeks, Delatorre can now focus on the investigation.
Tomorrow, the first thing I'm going to do is, to try to find out more information about, where the owners. I mean, all I have on her is her name, her first name and her last name. So we'll see.
It's been 5 days since the cat, abandoned in a Manhattan apartment, was brought into the Bird Memorial Animal Hospital. The cat, named Tulip by staff, was the only survivor. Unfortunately, a dog, which was also found on the premises, did not make it. Dr. Reisman pays a visit.
We did do a necropsy on the dog, and we have some tests pending, but all of the information we have so far is that the dog was starved. But she was saved. If somebody hadn't made a complaint, then there would have been 2 dead animals in that apartment. So she literally was the survivor of the 2 of them. And it's a little hard to know why. Who knows? Maybe a window was open and it rained and there was enough water on the windowsill that she was able to get to it and keep, and stay alive. She definitely, as a cat, would have access to different areas of an apartment that a dog would not have access to.
Tulip is not back to full strength yet, but Dr. Reisman is feeling positive about her future.
Rubbing my hand over her, I can still feel more of her skeleton than I want to. But it's just been 5 days, and I would expect in a month to 6 weeks that she'll be in the shape that she should be, over 8 pounds at least. And each day she looks a little brighter and she's a little bit stronger. So I'm confident she's going to do well.